Greetings and salutations. It is your friendly neighborhood MD, Dr. Joe.
Yes.
And alongside,
by your side,
by my side is...
It's me, DJ Critical. Hey, what's up?
Hi. And, you know, we keep saying that we have a special guest all the time, but this guest is really, really special. She, you know, I'm not biased, but she is my family.
Mm-hmm. Familia.
She is my long-term makeup artist since for the last 17 years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
You know, just laying
the foundation.
The
foundation.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
She has her own podcast with her friends.
Yes.
Called Yes, Everybody Has a Podcast.
No, Yes, Everybody Does have a podcast.
That's a fact.
So, our
Welcome.
special guest today is Cousin Loni.
Hello, Cousin.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, excited to have
I
you.
am.
It's
I'm
been a long
excited
time
to
coming.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. I'm special because I'm your family.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have any other qualifications
to
make me special, but hey, you know
you're
what?
a special being.
Yes.
Altogether.
If you like it, I love it, and I'll take it.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm here. Don't forget, you know, I do have a potty. It's not as developed, but it's there.
A potty?
I call it a potty.
Oh,
Poddy.
I like that.
So,
okay.
It's, yes,
Hashtag.
everybody. Yes. I mean, hopefully, we're supposed to film today. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
As you know, it's a task and
It
a journey
is.
to do a
It
podcast.
sure is.
We do
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but we're here.
Yeah.
Yes. Another episode.
Yeah.
So actually, we're going to start off the episode, as usual, with our humble brag. And today's episode, humble brag, goes to this wonderful mother whose child was accepted into North Carolina.
Agriculture.
Oh, I was going to say A&T.
Well, Agriculture and Technical University, AT,
Yes.
aka NCAT. Shout out to NCAT taking my baby.
Nice.
HBCU.
Yes, exactly.
Augie Proud.
Yes, that's what she is. We posted on
Yes.
Instagram. We did the whole balloons and
Yeah.
frills and all of that. Yes.
And we posted it on our Instagram too.
Yes.
We
We
did.
Shouted her
We did.
out.
Shout
Yes,
her
on
out.
the Vital Check, right behind us, Instagram, which I do follow with Dr. Joe and DJ Critical.
Yes.
Everybody should follow.
And how
Exactly.
does it feel to have a college-bound teenager?
I don't know. It's stressful because things are expensive.
Very
and,
expensive.
You know, she's going to be 18. She's very bougetto. If anyone knows my daughter, she's very into a lot of things, and she's expensive, period. And then going to school is
It's
another
extra expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys went to college. Did you go to school with DJ Critical?
I was about to say the same college that she went to.
I was, you know,
Because he was
also
on
present on
campus
their
all the
campus.
time. Well, yes, I did live on campus. It wasn't
Yes.
that far, but I did have the on-campus experience.
Oh,
yeah.
that's nice. I never had that experience. I went to every community school under the sun, but I never went on campus. So I'm excited for her to go
To
and
experience.
yeah, to experience life, to experience, you know, adulthood. She's very lazy. God, I love her, bless her. But she's our kids are different from how we grew up. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that she'll have more of a worldly experience. She's going to be in a school with people who look like her.
Okay.
She's going to embrace all of that. So I'm super excited and nervous. I'm going to cry.
I mean, you're gonna cry.
I'm going to cry 10 times. I'm crying at prom. I'm crying at graduation. I cried the other day washing dishes. Like, my baby's leaving. She's going. She's going to
Oh my god, I can't wait to see her prom dress though.
Oh my God, we already got it. It's so
You
cute.
got it
We
already?
got the prom
She
dress.
has like a date.
Yes, she has a date. It's actually her boyfriend. She does have a boyfriend.
Oh, she has a
Oh,
boyfriend.
wow.
Yes.
I mean, we're just putting out all your information.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
she's
It's okay.
She's like,
We're not
"Mom."
giving like her social or anything, but she does have a date who is her boyfriend, who is accepted by our family.
Okay.
All right.
So
That's cool.
there's that.
Yeah.
You know, like Joanna knows that's my cousin. Maybe you, DJ Critical, when you're younger and you're coming from a certain culture, you have to hide the boyfriend situation.
Yes, for many years.
But she doesn't have to
the
hide.
person I went to prom with, we kind of had
Yeah.
to. We had to hide me.
You had to hide you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it wasn't very receptive of
No.
Of her having a boyfriend, right?
anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Life.
God.
Well, here
Oh,
we go.
gosh.
Yeah.
Same here. Even though I did have a boyfriend my senior year of high school, he was my first boyfriend ever. You know, I do go out on tangents, so stop me if you need to.
We're the same way.
Right.
Like, we get comments about it like, you're all over the place.
We are a tangential podcast.
It works for us.
So, you know.
Well, here we are, right?
Yes, yes.
So, and my mom knew about him. I didn't want to hide him because I
That's
was
good.
already a senior in high school going on 18 and he was my first boyfriend. So But if I was younger, I would have not. Like, if I was like
yeah.
Joanna and Booker, I would have been hiding, you know. And but
I mean, we started dating at 17, so.
really,
Oh,
at 17 too, like me.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Booker.
Yeah.
So yeah, but she's gonna go to her prom. Her dress is fab. It has feathers.
Nice.
I'll send you a video. We are doing a send off. It's not going to be like the send off that we see on Instagram.
Instagram,
a little
right.
outrageous, but it's going
Like,
to be
I
cute.
saw one, like, they're renting goats because it's 2023 and that's Jordan's number. So literally, the children are renting goats
I want
as
a baby goat.
photo ops. A baby goat,
I
yeah,
want one.
for prom
I want one.
because they're the goats.
You want one?
I want one.
You
You want a
goat
goat?
yoga?
A little bah.
The goat gonna be crapping everywhere.
Yeah, that's the only thing I did. I really like. I said like I want one. I did a slight research,
Oh
and
gosh.
yeah, I did
Oh,
come across that.
gosh.
You know,
They poop everywhere.
Because also I was thinking about when I do have a kid
Mm-hmm.
for the baby shower, I want cubs, like lion cubs.
Well, that's too much DJ critical.
At
You
the
don't
baby
want too
shower.
far. That's
Like,
dangerous.
You
first
want
of all.
PETA is what you want at your
No,
baby
but
shower.
they're gonna have a trainer, and he's gonna be on. I just
For
want.
what?
Oh, it's
This
gonna
is-
be like that man, the one that's in jail now, the Tiger King.
No, it's not gonna be like him.
Well, I mean, the Tiger King. They used to do events for children and stuff.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
they,
yeah.
I,
Oh,
I
I
don't know
didn't
if
watch
they rented
that.
out. You didn't watch the Tiger King?
No, absolutely not.
I was forced to watch it. I was against it because I'm like anti everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then I watched it and I was like,
It was interesting,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How can you? It was like high peak pandemic
I know, this
depression.
was-
Watch TV.
yeah.
yeah, it was like
no.
must see because it was like
Yeah. It was,
Nothing else to do.
Yes. No. Mm-mm. I
Like, at
refuse
some point you just
to
had to just
submit to it.
just
No.
yeah. Oh well, that's good. You have willpower.
I mean, sometimes when I want to, but
You should watch the
You shouldn't
Tiger
have the
King.
willpower
It's
for
alright.
a lot of
I
things.
followed it in the news.
Other
It's
than-
fine.
What did you? But
Netflix.
you have to see it to believe it. I
Like
can't. really-
Carol, whatever her name.
Carol
like-
Baskin.
Carol
Yeah.
Baskin.
It's fine. I'm okay.
Well, to your point, no, we're not gonna have no goats. Okay, ain't no goats. Is this gonna be draping? Because you know, in front of my building looks a little cray.
Yeah.
I am fixing my awnings finally. It's
Okay.
between- we'll talk about that later.
Yes.
And then draping, I am gonna have a little bit of like picadillos, aka appetizers, aka wings.
Yo, we better stop
You're
at
gonna
this
have
house
wings?
for the
Wings,
prom.
Oh,
or
no,
like
I'm pulling up.
empanadas.
I'm pulling up.
Wow.
DJ
What
Critical, mi casa, su
send-off
casa.
is-
Well, you can
Wait,
come
first of all,
over.
do you live in the Bronx?
I live in the Bronx. I live right here in this borough that's called
Okay,
Brooklyn.
All right, good. I'm just saying.
Who lives in the Bronx?
Look, I just
Well,
wanted to
Joanna
make sure
lives close, but that's we don't do that over here.
we're on the same page. I just wanted to
Oh,
make sure.
God.
No. I live in Brooklyn, and
Okay.
if, you know, you're
All right.
welcome to
No,
come through.
yeah. I could do
Yes.
Brooklyn. Absolutely.
Of course.
Brooklyn
So
forever.
we'll wrap up this humble brag.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
we're
yes,
still
yes,
on the
yes,
humble
yes.
brag.
So Leah.
Congratulations to cousin Leah.
Congratulations, Leah.
Yes.
Leah Brooklyn, that's her name.
Yes.
Is her boyfriend going to the same college or no?
Her boyfriend is actually a year older than she is, so he already
Oh.
finished his high school life.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So he's stepping into his adulthood life.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Well, good for him.
All right. So, summer heat is here. I got this cute linen shirt. I love this color.
Nice color.
Oh, thank you.
I'm wearing black. We're both wearing black.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're attracting the heat. I don't know why.
The fire.
Yeah, black is our all year. We would say
Yes, all year. I wear black all year. I wear black and gray. I do wear summer colors if I'm going to the Caribbean or something, but I'm generally an all black person.
Oh my. I mean, I think I wear it here and there, but I love me some color. But
Yes,
anyways,
yes.
so
you look good in it.
Oh, thanks, Cuzzo.
Mm-hmm.
So with the
Yeah, your earrings is
summertime,
very, very sparkly.
yes, I'm telling you,
I like
have-
those earrings.
Oh, thank you. I have it like in 4 different colors. Compulsive shopper. But we're working on it, right? We're working on, and we're gonna get into this,
Work.
like
shopping?
my personality and like this.
Oh, yes,
this
yes.
thing.
Yes,
But anyways,
Mhm.
with summertime, because cute outfits,
Mhm.
and we spoke about summer flings before,
Yeah.
and something else also happens in the summer, right?
I feel like a lot of not a lot, but some cheating may happen in the summer.
Wait, the summer is non-cuffing season, guys.
Yes,
Exactly.
It is.
So the cuffing season is from, I believe, October
Yeah.
to maybe April.
May? Yeah.
No, not even March. Maybe April-ish,
Give it
because
till
they still
April.
will have some showers. You know, in
Yeah.
New York City, the weather you'll get a snowstorm in April,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So then to maybe Mayo, so Octubre to Mayo, it's cuffing,
Yeah, you cuff.
right?
Locked
You
down.
Yes.
get warm.
Right.
You're warm. You get soup. You watch Netflix. You eat
You
popcorn.
cuddle, yeah.
Apparently,
You
you watched
cuddle-
Tiger King.
The Tiger King, which was so good.
Yes.
You cuddle, and then after Mayo,
You break out.
there you go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Talk about it, DJ Critical.
for the streets.
Hello.
You're critically single, and so I was just thinking, like, when people cheat, is it really the fault of the cheatee, or is it the cheater?
Oh, this is
No,
like
the
a whole
cheatee.
episode.
I feel like when other people are in a relationship, you couldn't get mad at the person that's dating your significant other. You just get mad at your significant other.
But wait a minute, if we're so there's levels of things, right? If you are critically single, it's not cheating. You're just dating.
Oh yeah,
a
not for me.
puffed
This
up-
is
a general
Yeah.
question. Generally, who's to
at
blame?
First, I used to take from personal experiences, but now that my life has changed,
Yeah.
Apparently dramatically.
Yes.
now that my life has changed, I'm just taking from other people's experiences. This thing I just see throughout life, on Instagram, on Twitter, and I was like, hey, that's a good conversation to have. Not personally what I'm going through.
Not what you're going through.
Yeah.
So who is to blame for infidelity?
Mm-hmm.
What party is to blame for infidelity? That's the
All
question.
involved.
All
Yeah.
involved.
All involved.
No.
What do you mean?
Unless it's like marriage, then you can, and
Okay.
hey, don't deal with people who are married. But if like if there's a boyfriend girlfriend situation, and all right, say a woman is at a bar,
Mm.
and then a man comes to the bar and orders a drink, and then the woman finds him attractive, but she's in a relationship, but she talks to that man, and that man then engages with that woman. It's not the man's fault.
Okay.
Because
First
she
of all-
okay, wait. Accepting a drink is not cheating.
Well, no, I mean that's the start of it, but then they
Well, have you watched the new series Fatal Attraction
I don't
on
watch
that sounds like death.
on
TV.
Hulu? You don't watch TV?
I don't really watch TV.
Well,
people
I am a
dying on
TV fanatic. No, Fatal Attraction. Did you see the movie from the 80s? How DJ Critical,
No,
you can't be
no,
this
but-
young.
But then didn't people die in that movie?
And Fatal Attraction,
Because
yeah.
fatal means death. No?
Well, the blonde, the original Michael Douglas, yeah, I think she passed away at the end. I have to
You have to rewatch it. And so.
But I believe so.
So they have a series about.
They
it
have
now.
a series, which is I was watching this morning, ironically,
Oh.
before coming here to Vital Check.
Yes.
I was watching it this morning, and I was like, "This." And you know who's the lead? I don't know if you know. I'm very into like film and TV. That's like my thing. Joshua Jackson, who was on.
He sounds familiar.
Oh, Dawson Creek.
There you go. He's
Wait.
so handsome
Yo,
to me.
he
He aged like
He aged
the
like-
Caucasian guy.
yeah,
Yes.
he's Caucasian.
married to
They're
Had
all
that short
Caucasian.
haircut thingy.
a British black Barbie.
Oh my, his wife is
Oh
gorgeous.
my gosh! And the way he looks at her.
No, the way he's
I love
looking.
Dawson Creek.
Oh, you like Dawson Creek? I
Yeah.
didn't love it. I didn't really watch it.
I
that
don't
much.
remember, but I
I like
remember
Dawson Creek and Seventh Heaven.
You watched
Yes,
Seventh Heaven?
Seventh
Yeah, I was
Heaven.
on.
Oh my god.
I was watching. I was a
Look.
CW guy.
This is him and his
Oh
queen.
yeah, he's older.
Yeah,
Wow.
of course, he's my age.
But look at this, like.
she is beautiful. His
Jodie-
wife is gorgeous.
She's
Shout out
a
to Jodie
Nubian
Turner
goddess.
Smith. I'm
no,
telling you, like.
she is gorgeous. But
Ugh.
he's like, I feel like he's grown to be a handsome man.
Oh,
Because
sure
before he
has.
was like, okay,
He's
you
like
know.
a kitty look.
No, but now he looks Poppington.
Yes.
So I'm watching Fatal Attraction, like, wow, how we fall into these traps because, there's some situations where it can be that what you're saying, like they met at work, but like they went to a bar afterwards. That's what reminded me of it. That's neither here nor there. That's tangent. Like we're going off anyway. What was I saying? Okay, so you were saying
Fatal
the bar,
Attraction. Yes,
Fatal
the bar.
Attraction,
Yes.
the bar. So what I'm saying is no one's fault in that particular time
No,
because
it's-
people are just hanging out.
Oh
Now-
yes. If it moves forward from that, and then this person accepts being the side person because the other person that's in a relationship, lets them know like, hey, I do have a relationship, but I still want to like engage in things with you. I think that's that person.
No.
Wait. So after the bar, she tells dude, "I got somebody."
Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. Whatever.
But if he doesn't, it's not his fault. If she doesn't,
That's
it's
what
not
I'm
his
saying.
fault.
All right. So
If she does, then come on, you're actively participating in foolery, and then what do they say? What's that? kids games get kids. Well, fools games get fools prizes. Play stupid games get silly prizes.
Yeah.
Either way,
All of that.
all of that.
It all works.
So that's gonna happen if you know what's
Okay.
going on. So it's everyone's fault, DJ Critical.
So don't be a side person.
Don't. Well, it depends. You could be a
Go.
side person. Side people have fun.
They
Right.
do.
Just don't be a side person around me and mine, but be a side person with somebody else. Like,
But then, like that, to me, right? The reason why I think people have side people is because they have unrealistic expectations, right? When you step into a relationship or a marriage or whatever commitment you're stepping into, you have to go with the expectation that this person is not going to check off all your boxes, right? Like, whether that's sexually, financially, creatively, whatever that is,
Why not?
you're not going to find all sides or all check boxes marked.
Why not?
It's just not realistic.
it's not, to be honest. But also, in all fairness, even being in a marriage for a long time and being with somebody, love, sex, relationship without responsibility is fun.
And I agree, right? And then that's why the side pieces are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because they check off whatever was missing.
I be checking off man boxes.
Wait, with the side
pieces?
piece?
No, I'm usually the side piece.
Oh God, Jesus Christ, Father God. I'm like, what?
I'm the box checker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm tons of fun.
You're
Lots-
the puzzle, the missing puzzle piece.
Yeah, I'm lots of fun. Before, now.
But not
no,
anymore. Disclaimer.
No longer side
DJ Critical.
piece available.
I
No,
know.
Please, do me the
messy,
favor,
right?
please.
I am not.
You're not side piece
What is
material
No, I'm still material, but I don't engage in side piecing.
in side piecery.
Yeah. It's not my ministry anymore.
It's not your ministry.
That's not what you do today. How about tomorrow? How about if a really attractive
No,
woman was
I-
like DJ Critical? Let's be critical
I-
together.
Married woman with kids.
Ooh, I don't like to do the marriage thing. I think that's where I draw my side piece
Okay,
line.
so
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I have like
Boundaries?
There's boundaries on my
You
my
just
side
you don't
piece,
mind
yeah.
about long-term relationships.
No.
You don't care about the song, but if
No,
it's a marriage,
yeah. That's
That's
It's
okay.
a covenant before God.
oh, there
Oh,
you go.
okay.
How about if they got married in City Hall?
No, I feel like that's still.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. There's still a covenant.
I mean,
there.
I still think wrong is wrong, but
I agree.
I mean, yeah.
But anyway, so right, people like, again, and to me it ties into communication. Like, yo, if your spouse doesn't check off like all the things that you think you desire, like, be like, listen,
Just have an open relationship.
just yes, but that might be an option for you. I
Open
mean,
relationships to me
it
are
sounds messy, but
terrible. I cannot imagine being in an open relationship. I don't see it. I cannot even fathom it. I can't even think about it without getting insanely, crazily jealous. Right? So I don't know how people can be
So
in
how-
polyamory.
If somebody doesn't, they check. So the person you're with checks off most boxes, just not all of them.
exactly.
So out of 10 boxes, the person probably checks off like 7.
Yeah, 7, 8, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But then it's
2
like, yo,
boxes is
listen,
fine.
for the other 2 boxes, like, how can we work at it?
Okay.
And those are points to improve in your
I
relationship.
don't know, because I met my husband when I was 22, right?
Mhm.
And we've been together all this time, and I feel like I wasn't even looking for boxes at that time. I was young, I was having fun, I just found him to be attractive. He
Yeah.
caught me. I didn't know anything until like year 7, to be honest, and I'm already here. Where am I going? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can go, but I already had a child, I was already committed, I was in this relationship.
Yeah.
So sometimes you feel like, I wasn't even aware about boxes being checked off. I wasn't looking for certain, I was just very attracted to this person.
Yeah.
Now I find that dating, because you're younger people and dating is a different situation. I don't know if it's the same with you and Booker, but you guys grew together.
Yeah.
So you guys now, you know, what you say about checking off boxes, you could do that together because you grew together. But for someone who's single, it's hard to find someone that's going to do all of that.
Yeah.
So then where's the compromise? Then you're always going to be on some app looking for love and never finding it because there's
Yeah.
you can't just keep, well, they don't have this, they don't have that. Who does? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, not everyone's gonna have that, and I feel like because people think that like you should come into this like it's all or nothing. I think that's
Right.
why side pieces happen. Like,
Right.
Maybe it's because I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, God. Capricorns are very black and white.
I know. Thank you.
I mean, it's very.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Are you
it?
into astrology?
Yes, I am.
Whoa.
Well, that's why I'm here, baby.
I I think my signs, because I did
A natal chart.
did kind of do a reading, and I was like, wow, that's me.
But it's interesting that being a black and white person, that you would accept being a side piece.
Yeah.
And be bamboozled into being a side piece.
No, it's I chose.
Oh,
Right. I think it's more of a choice. Yeah.
Yeah, I chose that life. It's less commitment for me, which goes into my sign as well.
But you're not afraid like some dude's gonna come kill you?
Oh my God. It happens. I've heard stories.
Well, now, in 2023, that is something that we do have to take into consideration. But before, when I was like in my 20s, I was like, no, I'm gonna kill him.
I think in your 20s, everyone was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's why. Another reason why it's like maybe you didn't see it as
and I'm very like swiping, no swiping. You know, I'm like very meticulous and calculated in my
cheatery, side piecery.
Side piecery. Yeah, so I didn't really ever like get into those type of situations. It was more so like I've never had a man come to me as a man.
Oh God, you know how many times women come to me as a woman? That could be a whole podcast episode.
Oh, wow.
Before I met my husband and we were together.
Good.
We said okay. That's what
I was
before
like,
we got married or before whatever.
I was like, yikes.
I had a lot of women come to me as a woman. And I was just like, why? Why is this happening to me? Some of them I didn't know that they were in relationships, the gentlemen that I was seeing. And some of them I knew, but it was just like, oh, it's not that serious.
It's complicated.
It's complicated because I just find that if I'm with you 4 days or 5 days a week, when do you have time to be with somebody else, right? Like in my young 20s mind, I'm thinking like, he's with me for 5 days a week, like literally. And then maybe on a Sunday, he'll pop up, let's go somewhere. When are you with this woman? When are you with her? When are you having a relationship with her or being with her? So to me, it's like, like now as I'm older, was he being neglectful of his relationship to hang out with me? Because I thought it was like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was very transparent. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm not with anybody right now at this time. When this was going on, but I had at least 6 women come to me as a woman.
Wow. In your 20s.
Well, yeah, because I met Steve when I was 21, 22, and I got with him, and that was that. So I had at least that many women.
No, I'm just surprised that like people are mature enough to like. I mean, but they come at you like.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, it was different. It was different. It was different. Well, you know, like I said, it could be a whole podcast about that, but it was different approaches. You know, like there was beeper time. You know, like I got beeped the number. I'm aging myself, but I got beeped the number, and I'm like, who's this? And I called it back, and it's just like, well, and I'm like, oh God, I might wasted a quarter because I was outside. I'm aging myself, y'all. I wasted a quarter. You know what I'm saying? And I had someone call. When I called the phone, they called back saying, you know, this is so and so. Who are you? I had someone say, well, I'm his child's mother, and we're still together. We live together, and I was like, that's the bed I was in. Because I didn't know. I didn't see anything. You know, I wasn't aware. So some of them I was aware, some of them I wasn't.
Got it.
But it's a tragedy when women... Because you know why? When you go to someone as a woman or as a man, I have the ability to make or break you. In other words, like, you're going to believe what I'm saying. Because you're
power.
Like, yeah, you're giving me too much power. Some of the times I lied and say, no, I'm not with him, and I was. And some of the times I said, I was with him, and I was with him. I never lied and say I was with him and I wasn't. That's not something I did. But I did lie a couple of times and say, no, we're just friends. And we weren't. And I'm letting you take it because I'm like, I really don't care about him like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. So I'm happy that coming to you as a woman thing is like, I mean, I don't know if people still doing that now.
Still doing it.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's scrapping. Like.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen stories of it. It
never ends well.
No, like literally, it ends, but not well.
Yeah.
People are crazy.
People are crazy. I have a
but
lot
it's
of
like, but what are you like? Right? Because like, if someone's confronting you, you're not coming at a place of like closure. I mean, a different type of closure. But you're not coming like, let's talk about this.
Denial and delusional.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
They want to know.
They do.
Women, I don't know about men, but women want to know. They want to know who this other person is. They want to know, does she look better than me? How does she speak? What does she do? How did you meet?
Like,
right.
What
they want
made
details.
Their significant other feel the necessity to step out of the relationship.
Yeah, and they
and
want to
do
know
that,
that.
yeah.
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 And then women want to know that so bad that they go to the extent of humiliate. Because I think it's humiliating to call someone and say, "Oh, you're with my man." To me, it's humiliating.
For
Yeah.
which party?
Huh?
For the
For
caller?
them.
Oh,
For
them?
every, I mean, for me, if I'm calling you to say, "Were you with my man?" I'm humiliating myself.
Oh,
you know
I
what I'm
see, I
saying?
see. Mhm.
The other girl on the other end of the phone doesn't care. There's a recent situation that I heard about that. It was like something to that effect, and they called the girl, and the woman who was, cheating with her husband said, "Well, I don't care, and I'm gonna keep doing it." What do you do with that piece of information?
Yeah,
What do you do with that?
yeah.
Right? That's a hard. Right.
Give me my spousal support.
Right, but how about if you're not ready to go or you still love this man, right?
That's
So
true.
that's a hard pill to swallow.
And therapy.
So, right. So,
Yep.
it's humiliating for you as a woman to come to someone else as a woman.
Right. Yeah. So,
hmm
who do you think astrologically are the worst cheaters?
Who do I think? My number one is Libra.
Libra. But both our husbands are Libras.
Yes, they are.
He's not a cheater.
No, not to my knowledge.
I don't know.
I kid. I joke. I kid.
I don't know much about signs. Like sometimes, like when people ask me what sign, I'm like, whatever sign you feel like I am, that's what I am. Like,
Oh.
I'm just.
Oh, look at
Sometimes
you.
I just be a jerk sometimes because I don't know. Like I feel like the little times that I read a horoscope, I feel like horoscopes are made to. They can literally like you can put a different sign on a blurb.
It's very generalizable.
And at some point in time, the person that's reading, I'm like, oh yeah,
That
Yeah.
resonates with them.
that's me.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're
it's like-
general.
so because of that, I'm like, eh. But then when I did my chart, I was like, oh wow, like,
Wow, you were into that.
it's a little,
It was personalized.
it's a little in depth, and I was like, all right, yeah, that, yeah, that's me. I've done that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a little creepy.
So, like, this all came about. So, our mutual friend hit us up. She's like, Joe, what's your sign? I was like, oh, I'm a Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, I'm all 3 Capricorns. I'm like, 3 what? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I just found out about that too. Like I knew something about like
I didn't know
suns and moons
anything.
and risings, but I didn't know there are like different houses and.
Oh yeah, they are. So just put a disclaimer out there. I'm not an astrological what do they call it? I'm not
Astrologist?
an astrologer. No, is it astrologist?
Astrologer.
Astrologer.
I call
Boom.
a bunch of Miss
Yes.
Cleos.
Right. I'm not an astrologer, but I do.
Wait, who studies the stars?
Astrology.
Astronomy.
Google it.
Astronomy. Yeah.
Astronomist.
Google it, so we won't sound like fools.
Yeah, she's our resident Googler.
That's right. It's good to have the laptop up and open.
Yeah, so horoscopes is I was never really into them. I was like, all right.
I've always been into them. So I know there are people who don't believe in that, people who feel that's witchcraft. I'm not one of those people, right? So that's your belief, and this is my belief, right? And
The witchcraft gets me when you like move stones around and you have like a Ouija board. And
well,
then,
the Ouija board is.
and then you have like different rocks in a little baggie and you put them out in the sun to get energy. And
Astronomer.
Oh, astronomer?
Yeah.
No, the rocks. Those are crystals.
Oh, crystals. Okay.
Okay, so the stuff in the bags, like little rocks, little stones, are crystals, and each crystal has like
A
Different energy,
property.
right?
different energy, different property. Certain moon things, like when this, certain phases of the moon, you put it out. Full moons, you put it out for it to recharge. That's separate to me from astrology,
Okay, yeah,
which is
I think so, too.
signs and all
Yeah.
of that. Reading the stars, you're reading your chart, right? And when Joanna had called me and said, "Hey, would you be willing to come on Vital Check?" I said sure, because that's something that I like to talk about.
Yeah.
And like I told Joanna, my friends call me Baby Walter Mercado.
So some background as for the non-Latinx folks who don't know who Walter Mercado is.
Oh my God, you said Latinx. I take issue with Latinx.
Why?
I don't know.
It's
Like I had.
Latin-ish. like what's Latin? What's the X part?
X is like, because, you can feminize or masculinize Latino, Latina. So instead of OA and like for everybody in between.
It's just Latin X.
Exactly.
You're right.
Okay.
So it's for people who,
Or you can put Latin, which is Latine.
Pronouns and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
For the pronouns.
Yes.
Mhm.
But anyways, so he renamed himself to Shanti Ananda, which means peace, happiness.
That's so nice.
But he was like this androgynous, flamboyant Puerto Rican astrologer. And really, like, in the Latino community, he was like quite the phenomenon.
Mhm.
Like, I would be stressed if I missed the
At
Cancer.
5:45, Primer Impacto, he will come on every day.
Yes.
And if I didn't get to, after I heard Gemini, I'm running to hear Cancer. And of course, I live in a Dominican household. Everyone's screaming and yelling. I'm like, shit, Walter. And I had to hear what Walter had to say.
Exactly. So
he gave like daily horoscopes?
Daily horoscopes.
daily on like
And so he did all of them?
Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
yes,
Every day.
and he had capes.
Yes,
like,
he did
was
beautiful capes.
fabulous.
Yes.
Did he change for the different signs or just
No. He
or
would like just
one
pull out
show
his
and just sit down?
cards and
Oh,
like
okay, cool.
he's like Cancer.
He would like,
today."
Cancer.
Yes. So, anyways, he was like one of the most influential, important astrologers in Latin America. But like to the effect that he even has his own documentary on Netflix.
Yes.
And at the end, he would conclude it with "con mucho amor."
Don't forget the kiss.
Oh, sorry, I forgot the kiss.
With much love.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's the title of his documentary is Mucho Amor.
I know a little bit of Espanol.
So yeah,
Oh,
so you
that's
know,
nice.
Walter didn't get into the big three, but you know, he would love
People
to.
would tune in. Right?
Yeah.
You could have done like private readings when he first started.
Oh,
he had a
really?
whole like following, and you know he did a lot of stuff, and he was very well known, like you said, and
Yeah.
you know he passed away unfortunately, but he was a good guy. And I mean, I don't know if he was a great guy, a good guy, but from the documentary he looked lit, and I was happy. And you know, and you could read. I don't know if you could tell energy, but as a Cancerian,
Yeah.
we're very intuitive.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm a July Cancer. Joanna is a June Cancer.
No, I'm a July Cancer.
I keep forgetting you're July. Wait, you are a July. Oh, but you're in the cusp.
I'm in the cusp.
You're very
Yes.
Leo-y sometimes. You're very
I
Leo-y
can be
sometimes. Yeah.
I
sometimes.
have no clue. What
Right. So like I said earlier, I want to put it out there that I just like astrology. I have no background or education or even, I just, you know,
Right.
know what I know.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
And like I told DJ Critical earlier, I said, you know, some people may not like that. They may not be into astrology because they feel like it's like witchcraft or whatever. But I don't care. I'm not that person. So just a
And then
disclaimer.
you take like what you take. So anyway, so the big three in astrology, which is what I learned literally this week.
Okay. Tell it.
Refers to your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And you got to correct me because I got this from the Today Show. So I don't know if my sources are correct, okay?
Google it. Google if I don't know.
The sun changes, so for sun sign, right? So the sun changes signs every 30 days. So, right? Cancer season, Gemini season, Taurus season, whatever. Right? So that's what we identify as like the sign.
Like your main
What's
sign.
your sign?
Right. Like your birthday, like your month that you're born. That's
Exactly.
the sun
That's
sign.
the sun.
So pretty much they say astrologically the sun represents your drive, your ego, and your pride. And it describes your overall attitude and spirit, so your cores. That's why a lot of the people, like in the horoscopes, right, like the sun sign is, you know, that's how you assess your overall personality.
Right.
Then the moon sign, apparently this, like the moon moves through signs every 2.5 days. I'm like, this is hard to keep track. Like,
Right.
who? I guess somebody's putting this out there.
The people who do the charts, like when I did, they know how to do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. But anyways, so apparently the moon sign represents the part of yourself that you can't express literally, but you feel like on a deep and soulful level.
Oh, like the id, the ego, and the other thing.
The super id or
Yeah, the super ego.
Yep. Maybe.
I don't know.
Sounds like
Yeah, you know, our id is what we like the moon sign.
Oh.
The ego is like the middle. Okay, whatever. Go on. So I was like, I don't remember, but okay.
So the moon apparently speaks to our memories or our conception of the past, as well as our idea of comfort. And I think someone said like it's what you want to be or something like that. I don't know. Then there's the rising sign, or ascendant. And it gets the name from the zodiac sign that it is rising on the eastern horizon at the moment of birth. So I guess that's why you need like
The birth time.
your birth time, your
Yeah,
location.
because when you asked me, I was like, I don't know what time.
Yeah, and I put fake names. I'm like, I don't know who's keeping track of this and is gonna steal my identity with like.
Well, you have to put your name in.
Yeah.
They're gonna
So
steal your
I put your
astrological
I don't know. I put your middle name anyways.
Okay, cool.
So the rising sign changes every 2 hours. So apparently the ascendant is the energy that we put out into the world. So or the vibe that people pick up and notice about us off the bat.
Right.
So it also represents the way we carry ourselves, process information, and connect with others.
Okay.
All right. So I made DJ Critical put his data in. I put my data in.
Did you put my data in?
I didn't. I didn't. I figured you already knew.
I know it, but I would like to confirm that it's correct.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So what's DJ Critical's?
Okay. So his sun sign, obviously, we've talked about it
A million
Big caps.
times.
ad nauseum.
Big caps.
Capricorn?
energy. But I think his mixture just sounds toxic.
Let me see. I want to hear. I want to hear it.
Why the topic?
His moon sign
Okay.
is a Virgo.
Okay, that makes sense. Go
And
ahead.
then his rising sun is a Scorpio.
Sounds lit to me.
It sounds like a hot mess.
It sounds like cheater energy.
Oh.
The Scorpio and the Virgo right there.
But what about the Capricorn?
The Capricorn is good. The Capricorn, like we said,
Awesome. Yeah.
very black and white.
Yeah.
Attention to detail.
Yes.
Meticulous.
Yes.
You know, might be stagnant in their opinion. Might have a
Yes.
narrow view.
Yes.
Yes.
At times.
Yeah. So that's a Capricorn.
Awesome.
And then we have Virgo controlling at times, because I'm just going to give you the bad parts because that's what I remember. Virgos can be controlling at times. Virgos are also criticized or critical of themselves and others, right?
DJ Critical.
Facto.
Yeah.
And then you have Scorpio, who is a very...
I heard they were amazing.
They are amazing, but they're also, in terms of like the astrology, like the more sexual sign, more in tune with their body.
Oh, interesting.
And Scorpios also, they just live how they want to live, to be honest. But they can be tough, too. Scorpios can be tough. That's my knowledge. Once again, disclaimer, I am not an
Read some of mine.
astrologist.
Read some of mine.
Okay, so I
I
copied
feel
and
like mine are
pasted
really interesting.
Yes.
the free parts of our astrology report.
Yeah.
And we have overlap on one of them. I'm like, this is BS. But maybe because we have the Scorpio.
Oh, you have Scorpio
You have
too,
a-
Joe?
Yeah, so let me
what's
tell
yours?
you.
It's your rising?
So
No, your
my moon sign is Scorpio.
Okay.
Okay. And my moon
So-
sign is Scorpio too.
No.
No.
No, you're
Your,
Virgo.
your moon is Virgo, your rising is Scorpio.
Rising.
And remember, Scorpio is the one that's face forward, the one that everyone sees, right? The rising. That's what you said.
I don't remember.
When you, oh my God.
Let me.
No, there's three. All right, so what's the main one?
The main one is the
Your
sun.
sun.
The Capricorn.
Oh, sun. So it's sun, rising, moon.
Right.
Okay.
Sun,
Rising-
moon, rising.
I keep I get confused with the rising and the sun part because I'm
Right. So, but
Sounds the same
rising,
to
like Joanna says, if your rising one is the one that people are seeing, the one that's like more of a personality traits, more of what people connect with, right, Joe?
Hold on. And then I'm going to give you the summary that our friend gave. So she said the rising sun, like you said, is the face you show the world or how they
the
perceive
rising
you.
or the sun.
The
rising.
Okay.
The sun sign is the essence of your personality.
Okay. Essence.
And then the moon
Gotcha.
sign is your emotional nature.
Emotional.
Right, like an id,
Okay.
an ego and super ego. You can correlate that too. We'll Google that too. It correlates. Well, not us, but you guys, the viewers.
So yeah, so my moon sign is Scorpio. And then my sun and rising sign is Cancer.
Okay,
Are Cancer, yeah.
both.
So yes.
Do mine, Joe, do mine.
Our friend was all three.
All three
Capricorn.
Capricorns, yeah.
Oh, how does that work? And we have the same birthday
But it
But it's
depends on your
different
time of
and the year.
and the year, exactly.
Oh, okay.
And then also female versus male, apparently.
Right.
Yeah, that too.
There
Yeah.
is, because Virgo males to me are a little more when they're bad. Like they're a little more toxic than female Virgos to me, in my humble experience. But I find that women Cancers are like amazing, and I find that men Cancers are like, ooh, a little scary sometimes. Like, it could be a little toxic. So, and like a little controlling and sometimes borderline aggressive, like male Cancers.
Oh my.
So like we're talking like 50 Cent is a male Cancer, Jim Jones is a male Cancer, the rapper Jim Jones, not the one from Jamestown, Georgetown, or whatever in Guyana that killed everybody.
Yeah,
not that one.
Oh,
So those are Cancer men, and they can be a little toxic sometimes, So that's what they say about Cancer men.
So they were saying that, because my rising sun and sun sign were located in the sign of Cancer, that this alignment will probably yield a certain cohesiveness of my personality.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
what that
I was
means.
like,
I don't understand that.
yeah, it's just jargon. But let's read some of DJ Critical's report.
Yes, I want to read his report too.
So wait, hold on. Let me compare and see, I think, what we had overlapping. So again, the free report didn't give us a lot of, it was like large
It was enough
gaps.
for me. I was like,
I mean, it's free, so there's that.
So the first one was, you're a loner.
Oh, are you a loner?
You are sometimes withdrawn and have a fairly chilly, nonchalant personality.
Yeah.
Although you are introverted, you are extremely rational, which
Extremely.
extremely is a little fetch. You are wary.
But is he rational, Joe? Because Capricorns tend to have rationale.
I'm very rational and logical. To a fault sometimes.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Capricorns, like, say me and you, we're all three friends, and we're having an issue, and I want you to be on my side. You won't be on my side because you're going to agree with what you feel is
What's
rational.
right. Correct.
Right, and I don't, not right, what you feel is rational. And I don't like that about Capricorns. Carry on, Joanna.
So, you are wary at times of the outer world, your senses, and even your intellect because it might be a source of illusion. Your quest for identity with the spiritual whole gives you a voracious appetite for ideologies, structures, and theories.
Sounds amazing.
Due to the influence of Scorpio rising, you have a powerful, forthright, passionate nature
Didn't I say passion?
with a penchant for possessiveness, be it material, mental, or spiritual.
I do feel I have a obsessive personality at times.
Did they say obsessive? I heard passionate.
Yeah, they said
with a
they said
penchant for possessiveness.
possessive.
Possessiveness.
Yeah.
That's a Scorpio thing, to be a little possessive too. I agree.
Yeah, what's mine is mine.
Apparently.
So apparently, like with this report, you get, keywords that capture the essence of your character and indicate certain contradictions, which may be a source of tension. We gotta pull out the dictionary for some of these.
Yeah, it's something.
Because I was like,
What's the word? I want to hear it.
Pugnacity?
What the hell is that? That's not even a word.
Let's look it up. Pugnacity. To be pugnacious,
What is-
eager, or quick to argue, quarrel,
said another word
or
that we don't
fight.
know.
Oh wait,
Eager.
Eager and pugnacious but pugnacious means eager and
Eager.
quick to argue.
Quick to argue.
Well, that's a Capricorn situation right there.
Charisma, need for security, dignity,
Security.
inhibition, shrewdness,
Yes.
application, concentration,
Very concentrated.
methodical mind,
Yes.
optimism, which we spoke
Very,
about.
very optimistic.
Who's optimistic?
This
Capricorns.
one.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know what the signs are, but
but he's an optimistic person, which is
Yes.
good because I don't know about Joe, but I'm glass half empty all the time.
oh, me
she's
too.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Same way.
doomsday.
Yeah,
Like the world's ending today.
like literally, yeah.
Okay, I get that.
And then the last two are, did I say foresight? No. Foresight, common sense, and loyalty.
Yeah.
So for me, my conflicts are the
Oh, I want to see
keywords-
yours. I want to see your conflicts.
Hold on, I have
I want to see it. You hear me? I want to hear
So
it.
many tabs.
I have so many tabs.
Yeah, I was reading mine and I was like, wow. This is
It
interesting.
resonated with you.
It did.
Well, there you go, DJ Critical. It's not
So
all,
let's see.
It's not
hoopla.
all blurb, yeah.
So mine were sensitivity, imagination.
Okay.
I did say I'm a pessimistic dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
Eccentricity, which
It goes.
I could be quirky sometimes. Savings and thrift, because my pockets are hurting all the time.
What about savings and thrift?
Like it could be contradictions, which may be a source of tension. Like I want to save, but I also like to
Spend.
spend.
Mm-hmm.
And then premonition, which I feel like sometimes
Yeah,
I have that.
Yeah,
I
some
agree.
premonitions.
I agree with that. That's a Cancerian side.
I
Or that's just you in general.
I guess.
Because I feel like Cancers are very intuitive. And they do have, I want to say like fake psychic qualities.
I feel like I do
Mm-hmm.
in my dreams.
I dream a lot too.
Yeah. What else should we read of DJ
Lastly,
Critical?
all right, let's talk about my love.
Oh, love and
yes, I want to
sensuality.
hear. I want to hear that. I'm being nosy and mix it on all in DJ Critical's business.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
You
do
are
it.
looking for the ideal love and tend to idealize your friends and lovers. A bizarre character, you may prefer to dream of your soulmate instead of making love to one. You are more in love with the idea of love than anything else. Your idealism may hide a fear of truly committing yourself to a
That's it.
relationship.
Yeah, that's my problem.
You try to intellectualize everything. In time, two options will seem clear to you. an amorous friendship based on shared ideas and intellectual exchange, or an open relationship free of all constraints
Freedom.
except mutual respect.
What? I love mutual respect.
How can you be in an open relationship and be mutually respectful?
I don't know. Gotta figure it out.
I don't understand.
I feel like that the lack of commitment. That's just
idealism is a Capricorn thing. I think that Capricorns don't. They have an idea of what a relationship or romance should be, and they try to make their lives fit into that, and that's not gonna work. Because, like Joanna said early on, you can't check off all the boxes.
Yeah, it's not working.
It's not working, DJ Critical.
No.
I may have someone for you, DJ Critical. If you're dating. Oh, I don't know.
You want to hear mine? It's a joke.
Wait, your love?
My love and sensuality.
I want to hear it.
2 sentences.
Yeah, it looks very small on there.
Why it's a joke. You enjoy captivating people with the elegance of ease of your expression.
Okay.
I mean, I do make funny faces. I don't know.
That's not what that's saying. It says elegant of ease of your expression, meaning that you have good expressions, not just funny faces.
I mean, I don't know. You are witty and engaging flirt. Like, witty, I'm not. Flirt?
Flirty?
I
don't really get flirt from you.
I'm not a flirt.
You don't think you're witty?
Witty?
I think you're so witty.
My husband's witty. I am not witty.
Booker is so funny and cool. But I think you're witty too. How can you not be witty?
I'm not
You
witty.
crack me up all the time.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm a jokester, but I don't think I'm witty.
Well, to be a jokester, you have to have some kind of wit, right?
I guess.
Right?
I don't know, but...
And Cancers are flirtatious not without even knowing they're being flirtatious.
And I think maybe to some element.
Back in the days? You don't flirt now.
Oh, no,
she wouldn't know that she's flirting now because it's part of your personality. I'm engaging. I'm a social person.
You're flirty?
I would think I'm flirty without knowing that I'm being flirty. I got a reading once by a bruja. Like I said, if you don't believe what you believe in, I believe what I believe in.
Yeah.
And the bruja told me that many men or people find me attractive and I don't even know it, right? And I think it's because of my personality that I'm so and here I'm loud and I'm whatever, that people are drawn to it. Okay, but there's a flip side to that. People are drawn to it. Some people hate it. Like, here go this bee yelling and screaming, But it's not because I'm seeking attention or wanting attention. It's just that's how I'm set up.
Yeah.
Right? Joanna is the same way, I find. I find that Joanna is very witty. I find that when she comes into a room, she has a presence. I find that she's very... I find that she's very social, and I find that people are drawn to her. Be it that might not be flirty or not, I just feel like that's what that is. And maybe that all coincides with everything. Like, being outgoing means that you're more flirty, or, you might attract attention that you don't want. Unbeknownst to you, right? Yeah. You like how I said unbeknownst?
Yes, very.
Unbeknownst, stop DJ Critical.
So it says, I'm an avid player of the game of love. As a result, the history of your affections is liable to be episodic, which I think that's true in my not only amorous relationship, but friendships and family. A long series of chapters about conquest or fleeting love affairs. You may carry on some love relationships by writing letters. And that's crazy.
That's what y'all do.
Because that's what they did.
Y'all wrote letters?
Yes, every day.
I only got letters from jail.
You what?
I only got letters from jail from an ex when he was incarcerated. That's another pod.
Did you keep those?
Did I? I may have. I have a box of memory stuff, so I may have
had
kept
a box of memory stuff, but their dog peed on it.
Oh.
Yeah, Scott, rest in peace, my baby dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
right.
This was before the baby father, the husband that I have now, and I had a person that was incarcerated. Yeah, and they sent me letters.
Now?
I hope so. I haven't heard from this person in a long time, and I want to keep it that way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What else should we read?
I mean, I wish Joanna would have prepared mine, but my rising is Aries, and I'm a Cancer.
So we'll find out your information, and then we'll just.
Yeah, I mean, I know my rising. I know my rising.
One of the next pods, we'll just tell it on air.
Oh, that would be cute. I would like that. I know my rising is Cancer. I mean Aries, and I know that I'm a Cancer. I think my moon is Cancer. And if you know anything about Aries are very outgoing. They're very strong. They're very strong-willed. So
yeah, 'cause the thing is that I don't know what the characteristics are for each sign. So when people tell me that, I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
Right. Well, you have to Google it, and then whoever.
I just know like Scorpios are like sex fiends.
Scorpios are sex fiends.
Allegedly.
Right. Well, I said the same thing, but with a different verbiage.
Yeah.
No.
So we were talking, Kazo.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying that there are certain spaces that you don't deal with certain signs.
Right.
So can you let's talk a little bit about that. So you said what signs are not good bosses?
Libras.
Okay, and why is that?
In my experience, a Libra person in power or a Libra boss is all over the place. And because of their insecurities and not knowing what the hell they're doing, they tend to be a head boss or tend to over control or tend to try to shine. But my husband's a Libra. One of my bestest friends, Rafael, is a Libra. My friend Maritza. I get along with Libras immensely. Like, I love them. I just can't be in a workspace with a Libra.
So have you quit a job because your boss is a Libra?
I haven't quit a job because my boss is a Libra, but I had gotten into a situation when I used to work out on 23rd Street Mac because of one of my bosses being a Libra, and I couldn't. A lady just made me sick. Like, I couldn't stand her. But I ended up leaving anyway, so it worked out for me. And then I had another boss that was a Libra too that told me I couldn't wear certain shoes on the floor because they would scuff the floor. Oh. And I said, who gives a if they scuff the floor?
Yeah, it's not your.
That people come and clean it,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But I was pregnant at the time, and I just thought that she was being,
a bully,
a bit of a bully, a bit of an idiot, because she was herself new to the position and she wanted to assert her authority. So I think Libras also overwork themselves as well. They overwork themselves and they get underpaid, and they stress themselves out at a job looking for attention and validation when they need not to.
Right.
And then that trickles down to whoever's under them.
Right.
Or even if it's coworkers, like, you're doing the most for no reason, because at the end of the day, like, they don't care.
You don't need to do it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't work with a Libra. I cannot work with a Libra. I mean, I could be your friend, but we cannot be. You can't work.
Not a work relationship. Okay. So what else?
It's not Bible, but it's like,
So if you have a boss, or like a supervisor or anything, it's just like certain characteristics and traits, and then you kind of like think like maybe
they're a Libra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's happened.
So
and
on
I
the
was
flip
right.
side, what sign is a good boss?
Capricorns.
What sign is a good boss? I find I have immense success working with Pisces.
Pisces.
Which is odd because Pisces are more dreamers and they live more in the clouds and they have a little more of a fantasy reality situation going.
That is true.
But
I'm very.
Are you gonna say it or?
I was thinking of if it's a love hate, and it's not. I don't know. It's more of a. Yeah, actually, it is a love hate because there's been 3 prominent Pisces in my life that I've fallen in love with, but then now I hate them.
And that's interesting.
No, I don't hate them.
You just dislike them.
I just like them because I like them.
I understand. They have a hold on you.
Yes.
The Pisces has that energy.
No, and they're like, their birthdays are like the 21st, the 24th, the 27th. Like
wow, it's all like together.
Yeah.
So you attract Pisces. You like them.
Yeah, but then they never work out.
Well, I don't know. That's a side conversation we have to have, DJ Critical. Maybe we have to look
Maybe you can
inward.
read my palm.
You have to look inward. But I love Pisces as, in my experience, as persons of authority, because I feel like they are empathetic. They see things. They get the job done without being too, particular or too, this is how it has to be structured about it. As long as the work gets done and you're respected, they're good people to work with. Now, if you're not doing your work, they're going to be like, what the fuck? But they give you a lot of leeway and a lot of respect and trust you to do what you have to do. Right. Okay. And that's why I like Pisces as, bosses. That's just my experience.
Yeah.
I've had 3.
Okay.
And they've worked.
Got it. So any other things that we should consider?
In terms of what?
Signs.
Well, it depends. Cancers are supposed to be good with Taurus. We're supposed to be good with Pisces and Scorpio. We're supposed to get along with those people, right? I myself don't really love Tauruses that way. I mean, my sister's a Taurus. I have friends that are Tauruses, but I think they're kind of martyry a little bit, and I don't love them. But historically, we're supposed to get along. So it depends. Like, every sign has a sign that they get along with, and that's supposed to be like the person they're with or the person they get along with, and that's not always the case. So I think it's case basis, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Sagittariuses really that much. I have one friend that I love who's a Sagittarius, but other than her, I don't like any other Sagittariuses, right? But it's weird because I have that one friend that I love, right? So she's like the outlier. So, you know, it depends.
I really like playing. When people ask me about sign, I'll just say a random sign, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I see that," and then I just like laugh to myself.
Really? Sometimes I say really because some people don't seem that way. Like, I have a love-hate with Virgos. Like, I love to love them and I love to hate them. But my mother's a Virgo.
I have a friend that's a Virgo, and he has that personality where you like literally either hate him or you love him. Like, there's like very little in between. Like, to the point where like even when I have to consciously be mindful of who I bring around him because of
conflict.
Like,
and I really feel that way about them.
Like, I don't know if like
right. If you're gonna mess with this person. Right. And that's how I feel about Virgos. I could love a Virgo to death or I could hate them to like no return. There's like no, you know? No, so right. So it depends on the person. How about you, Joe?
So this was interesting because whatever, my moon sign is Scorpio. So and moon sign means my emotional nature. So they said Scorpios are also highly emotional, as are Cancers, but they express it quite differently than Cancer and Pisces. Scorpios present themselves as emotionally bulletproof. And literally last night,
that's true.
Cousin Jen was like, Joe, like, hello. Yeah, she was like, okay. So they come across as confident and secure people who never let their guards down and never show vulnerability.
Right. My mother-in-law, rest in peace, was a Scorpio.
So that was interesting, and I was like,
"But you cried,
in private."
Oh yeah, but
I feel like when I was younger, I cried in private. I feel like when I was younger, I barely cried. I feel like I was very when I was younger, and as I've gotten older, I'll cry at a baby commercial.
I'm watering like literally. I've watched the news like with the migrants coming off the bus. I'm tearing up.
Right, tearing
up.
Right. So I feel like as I've gotten older, I don't want to say it's weaker. I just feel like I've gotten more emotional and more, and it's okay. It's more vulnerable, and it's okay. Vulnerability is okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. Sure is. And Cancer's already naturally vulnerable, so we try not to be. You know, and that's the hard part.
Always fighting against the grain.
Right. Against ourselves.
Yes. It's taxing.
It is. It is draining.
But we're wrapping up this astrology episode with Cousin Loni. Hi! So feel free to drop your big 3 in the chat.
Yeah.
In your comments.
Yes.
Sign.
That would be
a
good conversation.
Sun, rising, moon.
Yes. Okay. And then, subscribe to the Vital Check. And yes, everybody does have a podcast.
Everybody does have a podcast. We're on all platforms. Follow us on the YouTubies.
Yes.
We're a work in progress, but we are who we are.
Got it. All right.
I'm going to be a guest.
Yes, of course. Both of you guys are going to be guests.
Let's do it.
4 women, or is it?
It's like a lot of women. They're like a girlfriends episode.
Yes.
I like it.
We've been friends for a long time, and there's at least 9 of us. So it's a lot of us. So
okay, no, I'm going to do it. I want to do it.
Of course you would. Scorpio rising.
I want to do it.
So with that, our random act of kindness is to create a positive bookmark and hide it at your local library. It's a little cheesy, but it's cute.
To create a what?
A bookmark.
Like a...
where you hold the page.
And then you put URL up. Well, if people read books, then you put URL up and then put it in the bookmark.
Yeah.
I just take a piece of paper, fold it.
Very Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Just stick it in there. Or I fold the page.
Oh, you're right.
Boy. All right, kind folks, with that, we are wrapping up another episode of the Vital Check Show. Thanks for coming.
Bye.